Hello and welcome to CookierRun Tower of Adventures with Barb Konn, and in this episode I'm going to try the raid mode in this game, and in this season it is going to be Barb and Konn. I remember these guys as the raid boss in the beta test. I'm pretty sure the raid mode on the beta test phase of this game, this boss was this one only, so correct me in the comment section if I got this information wrong. But anyway, here I go, the first ever raid boss fight against this boss fight. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, then be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss out anything that I put on this channel. Everything is free, you don't need to pay, and by subscribing you make this channel grow and flourish even more, which makes me happy so I can create more contents for you to watch. Anyway, disclaimer, a very big disclaimer in fact. I didn't know it at the time, but it turns out that my internet connection is actually quite bad when I played this raid boss. You can see the ping, I was like around 200 to 350 millisecond of ping, so you could probably imagine just how bad it will be. But you know, that was what I thought, but then it turns out that hey, it wasn't so bad. But yeah. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, then be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss out anything that I put on this channel. Everything is free, you don't need to pay, and by subscribing you make this channel grow and flourish even more, which makes me happy so I can create more content for you to watch. So if you're wondering which cream soda I am, because there are like 3 cream soda cookie in this particular raid, I'm the one with the green cookie icon, and yeah. I didn't know it at the time, but you could actually attack the boss while the second boss is actually firing at you from the corners of the map. I didn't know it at the time, maybe that's why I was wondering why the other player I just kept attacking this boss while I'll have to avoid. Well, I did take damage like once, but hey, you know, you can't have everything. And that is actually my biggest criticism in this particular game mode. The game lacks a little bit in the effort of showing you, oh, what's this? Okay, I'm going to come back in a second, but this is a part where I actually managed to somehow skip in the previous video on the 35 minutes of CookierUntowerofadventures. So while I'm off screen, I've actually unlocked this particular game mode. So basically that's the place where you explore and get experience, potions, coins, all that sort of stuff. There is one more place that I would like to go, but unfortunately at the time I record this video I wasn't be able to unlock it. So yeah, back to the actual criticism that I have in this particular game mode. The game really lacks just a little bit of that effort to identify how well the players actually did in the raid itself, especially compared to other players as well. But thankfully, with the game now being released, I don't have to experience one of the beta experience and that is how the game gives the rewards after you beat the raid boss. So the way it worked previously was the game essentially gives the rewards at random. So essentially, it doesn't matter how you are performing in the raid itself. And yeah, I'm glad they did change that to provide a better experience for everyone. And it is at this moment in the raid where I realized I could actually attack the boss. Yeah, it took me a while, but I eventually realized, and that's the way how you get a really good result. And also one thing that I also realized while I'm creating this video is no one actually brought chamomile cookie in the raid itself. I would guess she will be really useful in the higher tier, but yeah, in this video you won't be able to see her making an appearance in this video. Oh well. But what I do realize is the fact that many people, including me, got cream soda cookie. Occasionally I see some people also do the raid with the rye cookie and also dark choco. and also just happened to see someone actually running the raid with the crushed pepper cookie. Although there is one, but I'm not quite sure that I recorded this, but there is one raid that I did, and someone decided that it was a good idea to bring Ginger Brave. What a mad lad. But yeah, it is also quite rare that someone here actually brought Angel Cookie, and also the fact that I also see someone who did use Twisted Donut Cookie to make the raid go faster a little bit. Although I'm not quite sure there are that many people who did that. But anyway, let's move on into the final run for this video, which is the latest run against these two bosses. So this will be the final fight against the boss itself. I've managed to level up Cream Soda Cookie into level 40, which is the strongest cookie that I have at the moment. Although definitely not the strongest. Oh, look at that for team composition. 3 of us actually running Cream Soda Cookie. I wish there are more variety though. Anyway, with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching. I'm also Barb Konn, signing it off, and I'll see you in the next video. Look, I know I teased the breakout run at the Dragon's Battlefield, but because making a breakout video is really time consuming, I need to spend like at least maybe 2 hours just to actually make that video, and that's not including the editing process. So yeah, enjoy the shorter video that I create and see what more things that the game provides me in the near future. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm also Barb Konn, signing it off, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.